Hello everybody, my name is Irene and I'm currently in my third year of my 4-year course in a sandwich year in Vodafone right now. I study marketing with digital communications. So I'm in Vodafone as an industrial placement, so I'm only here for 1 year. But still I wanted to apply for Vodafone because I knew they were more than just a telecommunications company. Everyone thinks, they just do things like SIM cards and broadband, all that good stuff. However, it's so much more than that. It's such a global company as well that I felt that I had an impact in a way to work in Vodafone, as well as they have an amazing graduate scheme. Yeah, a graduate placement scheme where after you graduate from whatever uni course, they have a scheme to put you in, and if you pass that scheme you can become a full-time employee. And so I wanted to become part of the Vodafone family so that I would be fast-tracked into this graduate scheme. So it involved firstly submitting your CV. You did that through the website. It was pretty simple. You just upload the PDF and that's it. Once you are approved, the next step is your psychometric testing. For Vodafone, if I can remember, it was abstract reasoning and situational judgment. So abstract reasoning is things like identifying patterns and trends, those kind of tests. The situational judgment is more tailored to Vodafone, I guess, scenarios where they give you a scenario and there's a multiple choice to select which one you were most likely to do and which option you would definitely not do. Once you get through that, then you have your digital interview. This is when Vodafone gives you a set of questions and you have to answer them whilst on video. So it's not like a live video stream or anything. You can take your time recording them and then send them off. I had some help and I had experience doing videos before, so yeah, that definitely helped. After that, once you are through, then congratulations, because that's the last step prior to meeting in person. So the actual last step is when you go into the head office. For me, it was the head office in Paddington, London. There was an assessment day. So that's when everybody, all the candidates who have applied and have gotten through to that point, the same as what I had been, we all gather for testings for the whole day. So from what I remember, there was testing such as presentation, individual presentations, group work, individual interviews, and yeah, that was it. So those three, as well as other mingling type things, as well as networking. I was really nervous for that, actually. It was my first ever assessment day, but everyone was so friendly. I think a great tip is just to be yourself. It's okay. Everyone there is very, very nervous. Everyone's in the same boat. Yeah. It helps a lot. So in every step of the way, I was able to use tools and systems that EHU has provided. So for example, when I submit my CV, I went to the careers website where I can submit my CV to where someone from the careers office can, double check it. Small things like spelling errors, grammar, or things that they think I should include, things like that. So that was really helpful to get my CV into Vodafone at the very first step. Psychometric testings, I definitely needed a lot of practice. So there is a tool on the careers website called Graduate First. I was introduced to this via my university module called employability. So Graduate First is where whenever you access it, you can view so many different types of psychometric testing. So of course I was wanting to practice situational and abstract testing. So I was able to practice these. Thankfully, I was able to practice these because these were very, very difficult for me. And even though I had practiced, that didn't mean that I knew all the right formulas, I guess, to pass the psychometric testing that Vodafone provided. Vodafone psychometric testing is very different from the ones I had been practicing on, but the foundation is the same. You know, there's skill sets that I had been able to practice by a graduate first, and they were very helpful for me. So next step was the video. Yes, the video interview, the video digital interview. I was able to use Interview Stream. So again, accessed on the Careers website, where you can list a potential list of questions so that you can practice answering them on camera. Things like your body posture, eye contact, things like that I was able to practice beforehand. Of course, I looked up, I was able to practice the questions most frequently asked in this sector, like marketing, telecommunications, things like that. So yeah, definitely worth preparing your answers for. And finally, the assessment day. So as I mentioned before, I had a module called employability in my second year. They put up a very great mock assessment day, where I was able to talk to employers. I was able to practice these skills in a mock environment before, you know, actually going to a real assessment day where everything will be, you know, judged and they'll be marked. So through that, I was really thankful for that, because I was able to see, you know, these tasks, they're not looking for the right answer. Things like the group tasks, they're not looking for the right answers, they're looking for how you interact with your group to get a unanimous decision at the end. So definitely was able to gain some insights on how they score these assessments. So as I said earlier, I'm still in my course. I'm in my third year of my 4-year course in a sandwich year right now. But through my 2 years of studying, one of the biggest things that EHU has helped me with through my course is my presentation and public speaking skills. With marketing, a lot of my modules include presentations where I would deliver a pitch or a presentation on a specific topic. And I would say at the very start, about every week there was at least one class where I had to go up to the very front of the class without any notes, without any things that hide me. You know, it was just me standing there in front of a screen, sometimes even not, to present what I had. And that really built my confidence, because I knew I could do it. I knew I don't need any cue cards or anything like that. That was really helpful. That was one of the key things I took away from my 2 years of experience so far. We had these exercises where we document our achievements and we document, you know, how we have achieved these goals in terms of how we set them out at the very start of the year. And documenting this process really helped me to talk about myself, just because I remember how I achieved them and I remember who helped me, what my responsibilities are. So documenting my achievements, documenting how I done them, my challenges, everything to do with employability, I wrote them down so I didn't forget. So that was a really great advantage for me. One of the best things about working in Vodafone is the people in this organization. Everyone is super chilled, everyone just loves to talk to each other, help each other out. You know, there's so many times, I've been here for 3 months now, so very new. So there's so many times I had to get help, because there was no way I would be able to know this knowledge without, you know, some sort of background knowledge. So there's so many times I was asking people, oh, can you help me with this? Oh, do you mind having a minute? Or, you know, small things like that. And they were always so adamant that they would be able to help me, and, you know, it just put me at ease. That's one of the best things about Vodafone. The second one is the flexibility. I'm able to work from home once a week through Vodafone, so that's really handy if you have, you know, personal appointments later in the day or throughout the day. It's really great. They're really people orientated. I'm still a student and I'm still finding this out for myself. One of the things that really stopped me from going out to gain these opportunities and new adventures is not having the confidence to go out and talk to new people. So it's easy to talk to people that you know, easy to talk to people if you've been introduced, but just speaking to people on a different scale. For example, I would ask someone, things like small things like, oh, what are your hobbies, or I'll try to find something in common to talk about, and that can lead to so many different conversations. So definitely network to your best ability. It is one of the best tools out there. People will help you out. It's nothing like a computer screen. You get a lot of information from the internet, but nothing like human interaction. Best advice in career planning is to get started in a job. It doesn't have to be a job that you want to go into. That would be great if you can get something like that. But just to have experience, get experience and make the most out of the employment, the jobs that university already offers. So Edge Hill has so many jobs that they welcome student help. And that's really great because some of these jobs, they really help you to build your skill portfolio. And it's really those skill foundations that employers are looking for. Things like teamwork, problem solving, communication is a massive one. So definitely make the most out of the employment opportunities whilst at uni. That is my biggest advice for current students right now.